Ng'obukiiko bwa Palamenti obutali bumu bugenda maaso n'okweteekateeka okutandika emirimu gyabo, akakiiko akavunaanyizibwa ku byenjigiriza mu Palamenti kalaze obutali bumativu olw'engeri ebyenjigiriza gye bikwatiddwamu. Okusinza ku ssente w'akakiiko kano, enteekateeka eno eteekeddwa okubwamu ttooki.
Just maybe a reminder, we have 4 cardinal roles: representation, legislation making laws, budget appropriation, and oversight. So definitely we appropriated funds and activities have been taking place even before the lockdown. So visiting those schools, seeing what is happening, how people are prepared is part of our responsibility as one of our social roles. It is part of our work.
Onera alaze enteekateeka ez'enjawulo z'agamba nti zisobola okukozesebwa okubikka omuwaatwa oguliwo omungi ng'abayizi tebagenda ku masomero.
Reason being that children have been kept home for long, the system is becoming a little bit stagnated. The children are not moving from one level to the other. And yet we have also noted that COVID is here with us. It is not going anywhere. We are going to live with it. So there must be vaccination done as quickly as possible, but we appreciate the challenges of getting the vaccine. But government must fast track that to ensure that teachers are vaccinated. If any teacher doesn't get vaccinated, then he should not enter school. Then they should be testing, PCR testing free of charge for our children. Government can take the vaccination material at every health center in the areas of locality, get samples, have them tested, and children go back to school. And they can bring them in a phased manner to ensure that by December, those who are already in school complete their level at which they are. Then 2, the senior ones and senior 5 could come join in January, and then we proceed.
Omumyuka wa ssente w'akakiiko kano Thubat avuddeyo n'awa ababaka amagezi okwenyigira ennyo mu bukiiko buno n'enteekateeka zaabo olw'ensonga nti baakubufunamu nnyo okusinga okwekubira ku bukiiko obugenda bubangibwawo buli kadde.
As a member of Parliament, I think the biggest opportunity you members have, especially to benefit the constituencies you represent, is in the sectoral committees. So I want to encourage you. I'm not being selfish because I'm a leader of this committee, but I want to encourage you that really your participation in sectoral committees certainly is going to go a long way in addressing some of the challenges we have in your constituency directly.
Tracy John Tamuhira nga ye ssentebe avuddeyo n'asuubiza nga bwe bajja okolagana ebitongole bya gavumenti ebitali bimu ebigwa mu buufu obw'ebyenjigiriza okulaba nga eggwanga Uganda liganyulwa mu kakiiko kano.
And these other classes come in phases. So that by December, those classes which are still continuing have moved to the second level. The curriculum, the ministry must work with the National Curriculum Development Center to remove redundancies within the curriculum. We are to war. We are not doing things now in a smooth way. No. Remove redundancies from the curriculum, compress it, teach these students so that by December they are done, and in January we get senior 5 and senior 1. In the school.
Ombaka Fiona Nyamutoro nga ye mbaka omukyala akiikira abavubuka mu lukiiko lw'eggwanga olukulu avuddeyo n'ategeeza nga abayizi bwe basaanidde okuba nga balowoozebwako nnyo olw'ensonga nti ebbanga lye bamaze nga bali waka ddene nnyo era n'asuubiza okukola ekisoboka.
At very many issues on how best we can revive young people to go back to school, because we're having very many contradicting stories of people delaying to attend classes, of having 2 different sects of classes. A honorable colleague here raised an issue of where we have 2 sets of senior 1s, 2 sets of senior 4s. We have children growing older than the classes that they are supposed to be in. So I think it's a matter of urgency. As we are tackling the pandemic, we need to ensure that education, which is a bedrock of development and for the future, is handled as well.
Mu buufu bwe bumu n'omubaka omukyala akiikirira disitulikiti ya Nebbi mu lukiiko lw'eggwanga olukulu Ashib Agnes ategeezezza ng'enkola ey'okusomera ku mutimbagano bw'erina okusongozebwa okuwerako nga n'olw'ensonga eyo ebyenjigiriza bisaanye okuba nga abayizi bonna mu byalo awamu ne mu bibuga bagiganyulwamu.
Radio we are talking about. So when people talk about e-learning, TV, it really pains me so much because not everybody in Uganda has the TV. Then too, when we come to the e-learning, first of all, there are some areas in Uganda as I talk now, like where I come from, there is no network. Now, how is the e-learning going to be? How are we going to achieve out of the e-learning minus network besides having the smartphone? And I think there's one thing even people are not forgetting. Even people who are having the smartphones, the laptops, there's an issue that has come. The tax on the data. It's too high. People are already complaining. And these are people who at least have in the country.
Yes, Chigongo, Kulwa, Channel 44, or